I want to record this video to share with you some rules and some tactics that you can use in your cold email outreach. The whole point of this video is to set yourself up for success. So if you know that you need to do cold outreach, but you really don't know where to get started, this video is for you. This video is also for you if you're currently doing cold outreach and you're not getting the results that you expected. So after watching this video, you're going to understand the goal of cold outreach. It's not quite what you think, and most people get tripped up by this. And I'm going to share with you also 7 rules to set yourself up for success and write compelling cold emails. So diving right into it, the point that is so critical to understand for cold email, and again, most people get tripped up on this, is they think that that's your opportunity to sell or to make your pitch or to just send paragraphs of information to a stranger. That is not the goal. The goal here is to build a business relationship. So you want to start a dialogue. You want to start a conversation with your prospect. So you really have to be careful, and I'm going to show you how to write these emails. But the take-home message here is that the point with your cold email is to get a response. It's that simple. It's very simply to get a response. Don't overthink this. The rules that I'm going to cover are very simple concepts, but if you take them and you internalize them, you're going to have much more effective cold outreach. And before we dive into the tactics, I'm going to talk very briefly about something that's very important and is kind of the foundation here for your cold outreach, which is to understand your ideal customer profile. Your ideal customer profile or avatar or persona is essentially a representation of who your perfect customer is. So, and I should say here that the more time and effort that you spend to define clearly who your ideal customer profile is, the more it's going to pay off for you down the road when you're actually reaching out to your prospects. And I have here some examples of criteria for your ideal customer. So for example, company size, annual revenue, job title. So if your product or service or technology is targeted towards maybe someone at the manager level, you wouldn't want to reach out to the owner or founder or CEO. Likewise, if your product or service is for someone in business development, you wouldn't want to reach out to the manager. So you really have to have a good handle on who it is at these companies that you want to reach out to for the job title to ensure that your message resonates with the recipient and they respond. You want to have a good understanding of what challenges they're facing, what's their buying process like. Maybe they have different types of buying cycles. What are the overall goals for your ideal customer? What are the geographical constraints? Are you reaching out worldwide? Are you reaching out only into North America or maybe the United States? Maybe even a specific state or East Coast, West Coast? These are things to factor in. And obviously, what industry and even sub-industry are they a part of? The better that you can define your ideal customer, the easier it's going to be to write the messages to demonstrate that you understand the challenges that they're facing, to resonate with them, and will inspire them to respond and start that dialogue and build that professional business relationship. Okay, so rule 1, write in a natural way as if you were speaking. People have a tendency to write really long, cold emails that are a paragraph or even more. People are not going to read that. You want to keep it in a relaxed, almost casual, business casual kind of dialogue. You don't want to use a lot of jargon or acronyms or any kind of formal language. But really just you want to keep it in a conversational tone. And one of the best things that you can do after you've written your message is read it out loud and to get a sense of, does it feel conversational? After you've heard yourself reading your email out loud, that can give you a sense for if your email is in that conversational type of tone. So rule number 2, focus on them, not on you. I don't have it stated explicitly here, but your prospects do not care about you. So you have to put yourself in their shoes. The way that we get prospects to care about what we do is we demonstrate that we understand their pain points, the challenges that they're facing, the problems that they're encountering. That's how you get someone to care about what you have to say, and how you write a message that resonates with them. So you really have to put yourself in the prospect's shoes and understand clearly what are their pain points, what are their challenges, so that you have a message that resonates with them and they're going to want to respond and engage with you and start the conversation. So if you can demonstrate an understanding of their struggles, you're going to present yourself as the expert that you are. And your email should reflect that you've done your homework about their specific situation and not just a generic message. Really, this goes back to defining clear your ideal customer profile. If you have a good definition of the subset of people that you want to reach out to, and you have a good understanding of the problems and challenges that they're facing, your messages will resonate with them and you're going to get more responses. Okay, rule 3, be direct and to the point. People have a tendency to write a lot of information. They talk about themselves, they talk about their company, they talk about, somewhere mixed in there, they talk about their value proposition. You really want to be direct, concise, and to the point. So clearly state your value proposition. We work typically in the science industry, so that's biotech, pharma, life sciences. Most people in these industries, they don't like fluff. They don't like a lot of extra verbiage. The messages that we send that resonate with them are short and direct and concise and to the point. So make sure you're presenting your key points efficiently, using clear and concise language, and you want to respect their time. Your prospects value their time, so you should value their time as well. So just keep it short and to the point. Okay, rule 4, ask yourself, would I personally reply back if someone sent me this email? This goes back to the earlier rule, and I think you can see now that these rules are all interconnected. They're all related in some way. Put yourself in your prospect's shoes and ask yourself, if I were my prospect, would I actually respond to this email? Your prospects are getting 10 to 15 cold emails per day, and you, my viewer, are probably getting cold emails per day that you don't respond to for any number of reasons. So after you've written your cold email, take a step back and ask yourself, if I were my prospect, would I actually respond to this? And the way that you kind of get an idea of if you would do that or not is my email addressing a specific pain point, a specific problem, a specific challenge that I can help them with? If you can do that, you're going to resonate with them, and you're going to be able to break the pattern of just seeing another cold email to, hey, this person is speaking to me, is genuinely speaking to me. This message is resonating with me because I'm struggling with a problem that this person understands. If you can demonstrate that you understand, you're going to have a lot more success. So ask yourself, would I actually respond to this email? Rule 5. Focus on relevance. Don't use any gimmicks or tricks or anything like that. Relevance here is the name of the game. That's how, I keep saying it, I've said it multiple times, you want to resonate with the prospect. And the best way to resonate with them is by being relevant. How do you become relevant? By demonstrating that you understand them, you understand their pain, you understand their struggles, you understand their challenges. Because if you can demonstrate that you understand those problems, that's the first step to finding the solution. So that's kind of how you stay relevant. Connect your message to current trends or developments that impact their work. Again, this goes back to doing your homework and demonstrating to them that you've done your homework on them. Audiences today value substance over style and will quickly dismiss anything that seems like a marketing gimmick rather than a genuine solution to their problems. So again, be relevant, direct, clear, concise. You're going to have a lot of success if you do it that way. Okay, rule 6, keep every email readable in under 20 seconds. So you have to recognize that your prospect's time is valuable, it's precious, and you respect that by making your messages short, easy to understand, and easy to read. Even how I'm formatting this part on the page here, where I have a sentence and then a space, sentence and then a space, so on and so forth. You want to structure your emails in the same type of way so that it's easier for them to read, easier for them to understand, and easier for them to understand quickly that, hey, this person knows what they're talking about. This person is actually speaking to me. And also, most people today are reading email on the phone. Maybe they're in between meetings, or people have a free moment. Maybe they only have a minute or two to check their email. That's your moment to capture their attention and show them that you understand them and you can offer them a solution. Okay, rule 7, include a specific low friction next step. The simple term for this is call to action. So you want to have a very clear call to action at the end of your email. Your call to action should be a yes or no question, and it should be a question that's very easy to say yes to. Most cold emails today ask prospects for a call. Do you have time for a short chat? Do you have time for a 15-minute call? Those can work if you can demonstrate clearly that you're relevant and that you understand your prospect. But another option, I've talked about this in previous videos, is to leverage a VSL, a video sales letter, where you've recorded a video that explains your offer, your value proposition. The prospect has a chance to see your face, hear your voice. They get a chance to know, like, and trust you. And so you can leverage your VSL as your call to action. So you can demonstrate that you understand the struggles that your prospect is going through, and then you say at the end, I've recorded a short video that explains what we do in a little bit more detail. Do you mind if I send it over? You're going to get much more engagement because that's something that's very easy to say yes to. When you ask someone to hop on a call, you can get a little bit more resistance than just saying, hey, can I send you a video? So it's something to keep in mind. Or maybe you have some other type of lead magnet. Maybe you have a brochure or a PDF or something. There are a lot of different ways that you can structure your call to action, but make sure you have clear guidelines for what the next step would be in the business relationship. That's your call to action. Okay, so just a quick recap on these are some of the common mistakes that people make that I want you to avoid so that you can have successful cold outreach. So number one, I've already mentioned this I think a couple times. Do not make the email all about you and your company. Remember, you want to put yourself in the frame of mind of your prospects. Your prospects don't care about you, but they will care if you can demonstrate that you understand their problems. If you demonstrate that you understand their problems, you're going to resonate with them. You're going to be presented as the expert, and they're going to want to engage with you and build that business relationship. Do not write lengthy paragraphs with complex information. Remember, keep it short, less than 20 seconds. The longer your email is, the less likely someone is to read it, and the less likely they're going to respond to it. People have a tendency, when they see a wall of text, their eyes glaze over and they just go on to the next thing. It's an automatic no. Don't write these really long emails. Don't be pushy or presumptuous about their needs. Show you've done your homework. If you define clearly, remember at the beginning I said define your ideal customer profile. If you define your ideal customer profile correctly, if you put the effort into doing that, you're going to write messages that resonate with your prospects. Don't include attachments or too many links in the initial outreach. I haven't really touched on this, but you don't want to include attachments. Don't include any links. Email service providers, when a new email is sent to a prospect and it has a link or an attachment, that can flag it as a potentially spam email. So be really careful about that. Keep it very simple. Don't use any HTML. Use text only. Keep it simple, right? The whole theme of this video is don't overthink it. Keep it very simple, and you're going to find success. Do not use manipulative or false claims to get attention. This is kind of a no-brainer, but you don't want to do anything manipulative or dishonest with your prospects. You want to build a real business relationship. So you don't want to be, tricky or sleazy. There's the sleazy salesman, used car salesman kind of type. You don't want to do anything like that. You just be upfront and direct, show you understand the problem, and you're going to be relevant. And of course, don't forget to proofread for errors. Any grammatical errors you're going to come across as lacking attention to detail. So make sure you proofread every cold email that you send. So I hope that you got some value from this video. Again, I've covered here a series of rules to follow when doing your cold outreach. It's simple. It's really people really get hung up on this. They overthink it. They write these really long emails, and I'm sure if you go and look in your email, your inbox, you're going to see emails, cold emails that are breaking one or two, if not more, of these rules. So keep it simple, follow these rules, and you're going to find success. So my name is Tom Kenderdine. I'm the founder of TK Strategies. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I hope you got some value of it. Wishing you success. Thank you so much. Have a great day.